beans! Yay, good beans! So this beautiful dog. Justin, hey Ken.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Alex. Let's look at the art. Justin.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I got here early for a change, so I had a minute to take other video.
Two of them are.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, just to kind of show around what it looks like in here. You have the caffeinated toilet. And then we have the show off my paintings. So, the Flint famous. Some of you may know these people. And I thought it felt kind of neat to look from here. Okay, this is what it feels like.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Pender. I am your host tonight at the Good Beans Open Mic. We have an open canvas, so feel free to paint on it. And to get things started, we have Alex Markoff.
So I just started a new job, and yeah, I think I got. Is it good? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I think I'm all right. Okay. Yeah, I just started a new job, and I have to get up super early, so I'm gonna have to leave after I read my poems. And I think this might be happening a lot. I just sort of read my poems and then not watch everybody do their thing. It's just not worth it. I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning like an utter mess. Yeah, that's all right. Now poetry. Powers of 10. The snow falls wet, not quite separating into individual flakes. The standard 0 finally lands as it commences the year 20,160. Tack on 2 additional flakes, and we are 2 million years after the time of Christ, plus 16,000 years. This is me squeezing the freezing snow in my bare fist, the wet handle of a disintegrating gun dropped in pieces onto the history of zeros. Nothing falls into place here, not even the stars. The white flesh continues to gather, not just in this field, but in fields all over Michigan, as the powers of 10 boast tiny little powers, years lost in the dense white silence like trotting deer, as they emerge merely to stand still and sniff once. This one I wrote about maybe even half a year ago, and I was looking for poems just for something, that I wrote before. I usually just do stuff that I've written in the previous month, but this I wrote a little while ago. The life and death of an American slogan. Great tasting food, amazing coffee, sells the goods and the establishment. Introducing the new frozen mocha chiller, a refreshing whip-topping innovation of great tasting, amazing. Our fair price, our self-esteem now brand new and on the rise, but wait, we also believe in great service, and that is the impetus behind our newest taste sensation. The texture and the irresistible, hot and cold, interchangeable, whipped. Go slower, taste the difference, experience the extremely tasty food, and now finally the hotter. Our great coffee deserves great food, amazing. The tender, juicy steak and the melted cheese and our signature. We are not just a bake shop and a coffee house that serves great tasting and amazing food and drinks for an unbeatable price just around the nearest corner. Coincidentally enough, we are also exactly what you've been waiting for. So, I'm a 9/11 truther, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm not like, it doesn't, if you don't believe that 9/11 was an inside job, I don't like that terminology myself, but it doesn't offend me. but yeah, it was an inside job. So that's the inspiration behind this poem. I mean like, whoa. I mean like, do you actually believe that, or are you just trying to be different? Of course I didn't say that, but yeah. 9/11 was not an inside job. Even just saying that sounds so stupid. What inside job? What is that? What are you trying to say by saying that? There are obviously terrorists out there who know how to fly planes into buildings in order to prove a point. And why would any American want to do that to their own country? We live in a free country. Not everything has a conspiracy behind it. Of course, I didn't say that. I did not tell him that I don't think that 9/11 was actually a massive distraction that was created in order to convince us that we needed to go to war so that they could make money selling military might, and so their cabal would not be revealed as an actual thing that exists in this world where we as Americans know we went to war for a reason. And the terrorists flew those planes with a precision that was nearly impossible to attain. And so that was what he was like. And all I could do was just sit there and watch him talk and be like, whoa.
Next up, we have Justin Scanlon. Scanlon, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the southbound IRT Express went right through me that memorable Friday afternoon that all of a sudden and nobody was able to get home from work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now's the time when ghosts gather round. It's a bar at the stroke of midnight. Dried up souls afraid they might drown in oceans like your eyes. Ocean eyes, black pearls, they wait for me to dive down swallow me whole. All my doubts dissolve like salt in the sea, dancing with the dolphins, oh my soul. Starfish stranded past the shoreline, waiting for times that will not come. Souls seeking safety on a high ground, big, suffocate in the midday sun. Closing time, that calls it a day. Our drinks to stand warm and go. Hand in hand, we're both gonna slip away to oceans deeper than before. Starfish stranded past the shoreline, wait in vain for tides that will not come. Souls seeking safety on a high ground, big, suffocate in the midday sun. So closing time, that calls it a day. Our drinks will stand warm and gone. Hand in hand, we're both gonna slip away to oceans deeper than before. Not to wait a moment, not to wait a moment more. Oceans deeper. Actually, if I don't perform, who knows what operations will be performed on my body later. So this one's called Mannequins in Satin. You wake up in the morning and right away something starts to bring it down. The dreams you're having lately make you want to move underground. And you're feeling very bored, you're feeling restless to the core, looking for something, looking. But the mannequins in satin walk the lonely sidewalks, whispering at windows. The shops are all deserted, the sleazy bars are closing, the emptiness, it just grows. Chessboard called a pieces people, a sacrifice is made. The power to the clever call the clever vicious. They've come to stay. And they're feeling very bored, they're feeling restless to the core. They're looking for something, just looking. Mannequins in satin walk the lonely sidewalks, whispering at windows. The shops are all deserted, the sleazy bars are closing, the emptiness just grows. Gets them so aroused I'm hysterical. With their clicking heels and the doorman all swatting with their yeses. Doesn't quite conceal another way you got it. It was undressing. But then the girl is a comfort when you're lost in the rain. The girl is a comfort when you're lost in your pain. The got in the trunk and took me back to your apartment. Says I'm some kind of artist, I'm gonna get my allotment. Dancing naked with the pearls you got from your League of Nations band. We're gonna make a whole lot of peace in our time. With every piece, with every piece, with every piece that we can. And the girl is a comfort when you're lost in the rain. The girl is a comfort when you're lost in your pain. The girl is a comfort when you're out on the street. The girl is a comfort, she's tender and sweet, oh yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely hell yeah. You thought the world is like an oyster that everybody can swallow. And it leaves a slimy trail and the cameras I can follow. But driving behind the wheel of my customized Porsche. Oh, it helps to conceal the feelings of nausea. But then the girl is a comfort when you're lost in the rain. The girl is a comfort when you're lost in your pain. The girl is a comfort when you're out on the street. The girl is a comfort, tender and sweet, oh yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
One more time for Justin. Next up, we have Ed Hanley.
How's everybody doing? My name's Ed. It's really cool that
Hi,
you guys
Ed.
are having this. I've been wanting to come to this. I'm one of those people that hardly ever gets out of the house.
Oh, we're glad you came.
Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you for having me. This is not actually an original tune. It's called The Star of the County Down. And I'm going to play it differently than you'd normally hear.
another hand for Ed.
Who's up next? So they can start getting ready.
That was fun.
Lee.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, so you say it.
Next up, we have Lee. Take 3. Now we have Lee.
Great. Yay!
Man, what a subdued crowd tonight. Nobody's causing any trouble? It's still early, but...
It's too hot. Not bad in here though, is it?
No.
That's pretty good.
A few songs here. Let's see. I set a list of songs out before I come down here, but I always change it depending on how I'm feeling, what the traffic was like coming down. I'm pretty wishy-washy as far as... I know we're in that way.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
And all that goes with it. Because you know it won't be around forever.
Yeah.
When we start complaining about it,
Climate change, it might
head
be
the other
scary.
way. Do another one here. It's actually it's a 2-song together, so I'll just finish with that. The first song is called "She's About a Mover." The song goes back a ways, a little bit further than most of you. As I look around the room. She was walking down the street, looking fine as she could be. Walking down the street, looking fine as she could be. Well, you know I could love you, baby. What I say. Well, I shot her a little look. My eye ran down her leg. Shot her a little look. My eye ran down her leg. Well, she might play hard to get, but I bet she can't be made. She's about a mover. She's about a mover. She's about a mover. Well, she strolled right up to me. Said, "Big boy, what's your name?" She strolled right up to me. She said, "Big boy, what's your name?" We made love and conversation. What I say. She was just 17, you know what I mean. The way she looked was way beyond compare. How could I dance with another when I saw her, oh Lord, standing there? She looked at me, and I could see that before too long I fall in love with her. She wouldn't dance with another since I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room. I held her hand in mine. Well, we danced through the night. We held each other tight. Before too long, I did fall in love with her. No, I'll never dance with another since I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room. I held her hand in mine. Well, we danced through the night. We held each other tight. Before too long, I did fall in love with her. No, I'll never dance with another since I saw her standing there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's hear it for Dan. He's doing a good job holding this thing, and the other two, well, they're always superb. Yeah. Okay, that's my set. So,
You play one more if you want.
you sure?
Oh, yeah.
One
well
more.
said.
One more.
All right, talk me into it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to pay Kevin a little extra tonight back there hollering like he's enjoying it. He's a good old boy. Looking forward to hearing his stuff.
Yeah.
I'll pay you too.
That's the way the world works, right? A song called the Hesitation Blues. This song goes way back, well, even much further than those other songs do. But I heard it on Janis Joplin album many years ago. wasn't one of her hits, but it was something she liked, and you know, she was really into the blues. And I got to see her in person one time. She showed up about 3 or 4 hours late, but it was worth it. Get on that Southern Comfort, you can't get any place on time, you know. You don't like my peaches, don't you? Shake my tree, tell me how long must I wait? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Well, I woke up this morning about 4:30. Hesitation blues, but knocking on my door, tell me how long must I wait? Or can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Well, I'm not the doctor, I'm the doctor's son, but I can play the doctor till the doctor comes. Tell me how long must I wait? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Well, I'm looking down the road as far as I can see. The man's got the woman and the blues got me. Tell me how long must I wait? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Well, I was born in Alabama, raised in Tennessee. You don't like my peaches, don't you shake my tree? Tell me how long must I wait? Well, can I get you now? Must I hesitate? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate?
Yeah.
Hesitation.
Lovely as always. One more time for me.
Thank you.
All right. I forgot to mention, this is the Creative Alliance who puts this on, so round of applause for them. Don't forget to paint. And next month we have our host, Ryver Garrett, and then it's going to be Joe Daniels. But for right now, we have Captain Jack John Dunn coming up.
Yay!
That, as our engineer goes. I was fortunate enough to be having a desk where I could do work, and about 4 o'clock in the morning, I was going through some paperwork a few years back now, checking out stuff coming in from the guys at this studio, kids in college, doing rap tunes and stuff. And I came across this thing called, actually I don't even remember it. It was a rap tune from Bleach in Ann Arbor. And what was striking me is the idea that it was all about their rap ensemble. The 2 guys that did all the creative work behind it, and they were actually brothers. Dyed-in-the-wool, blood-related brothers. So I'm listening to this thing, and I'm looking at cover artwork that's being designed for albums and CDs and stuff. I'm looking at these skyscrapers. It's a view down onto some skyscrapers, definitely metropolitan city skyscape. And there's this big gaping hole there with 2 searchlights poking out. I'm thinking, well, that's kind of an interesting design, you know. I looked at the title of the thing, it's called Love Came Down. Well, I'm listening to these rappers, and they're all about the Bond brothers, the Twin Towers, and nothing's going to bring them down. Nothing. Needless to say, that by 11 o'clock the next night, I had armed guard escorts to the television stations because they wanted to see this. Now, anybody that's ever been alive is known as synchronicity, and I just happened to be there at one of those weird moments. Gave me time to consider how to design a memorial, which I did. But this is the song that I heard at that moment. And it's a song called Love Came Down. And for you guitar players, what's that frown upon your face? Actually, this is from Warner Brothers. Upside down. It's not track 3, I don't imagine. Is it? Let me try track 4, because I don't want to steal somebody else's material. I just played drums on that. We're never going to find that track now, trust me. Go ahead and turn this up. This is something I did for Lucasfilm.
Okay, cool.
You guys can go through that, I guess.
The YouTube will take off our audio if one person plays a song that they recognize.
Alright, this is something I wrote for
Okay,
Lucasfilm.
cool. Then this will work.
There's some little rhyme. Seems to me it always starts this way. Now look, don't delay. There's so many pies to bake. We wouldn't have it any other way. And we'll tell all the girls and boys to gather up the toys, and we'll all play together, just to play. Perhaps our little rhyme might keep us on time, help to clear our minds today. And our sidewalk glances, second chances, give away to great romance. And all the time I've got a mind to dance, world dance. Catch the phones and we'll be hurting Mr. Jones, and we'll be listening for his telephones all day. Got our politicians skating, they got us all looking for a place to keep our votes. Now our businessmen spend his dreams, and he's dead beyond his means, and the working he's in line for his pay. But our little rhyme quite just them out of time, and I had to change their minds today. And our sidewalk glances, second chances, always room for more romance. And all the while I was hesitating, just to dance world cue on the disc for you. Just pop in and see what's next. Maybe I'll remember the words.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
We have Ashley up, who's going to serenade us with some pretty songs. And don't forget, this open mic is every third Wednesday, 7 to 10.
At Good Beans.
Where?
At Good Beans.
Good Beans Cafe.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. Yep.
the next song I'm going to do is called Colors by Halsey. Your little brother never tells you, but he loves you so. He said your mother only smiles on your TV show. You're only happy when you're sorry, head is filled with dope. Hope you make it to the day you're 28 years old. You're tripping like a saturated sunrise. You're spilling like an overflowing sink. You're ripped to every edge, but you're a masterpiece. And now I'm tearing through the pages in the ink. Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pulled apart at the seams. And it's blue, yeah, it's blue. And everything is gray, his hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. It's blue, yeah, it's blue. You were a vision in the morning when the light came through. You know I only thought religion when I lie with you. You said you'll never be forgiven till your boys are too. And now I'm waking every morning, but it's not with you. You're tripping like a saturated sunrise. You're spilling like an overflowing sink. You're ripped at every edge, but you're a masterpiece. And now I'm tearing through the pages in the ink. Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pulled apart at the seams. And it's blue, yeah, it's blue. Everything is gray, his hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. And it's blue, yeah, it's blue. You were red and you liked me because I was blue. But then you touched me and suddenly I was a lilac sky. And then you decided that purple just wasn't for you. Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pulled apart at the seams. And it's blue, yeah, it's blue. Everything is gray, his hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. And it's blue, yeah, it's blue. I'm gonna switch to the ukulele now.
I got this one.
All right, cool beans.
Give you a
Good
break.
beans.
We'll give you a break.
She has her own private.
You need this?
Yeah.
Yeah, not good enough work.
Here's the precious one. Okay. What that say? So you need to just take that. Grab that cord out. Why we kind of do that more. You're not taping all this rigmarole, right?
Well, I just turned it on because I thought we were gonna start soon, but, okay, you know, that will be in between the
Yeah.
camera and.
Put it
Okay.
more, can we put it more straight here?
Yeah. Okay, and then it'll look better.
Drop back down. Just hang on a second.
Actually, won't do this one, I'll just do another That's fine.
Oh, wait, music, okay, cool.
That okay, Ken, like that probably?
Said the way my blue eyes shine with those Georgia stars to shame that never say that's a lie. Just a boy in a Chevy truck. lie. Thank you.
One more time for Ashley. I say it, everybody does it. I found this funny. But somebody who's probably a lot more funny than I is a guy named Funny Man Mark Taylor.
Hello everybody, how are you guys doing out there?
Good.
Woo. Give it up one more time. Thank you very much. Did you know that religious vultures always prey on their food? Did you hear about the sesame seed that was at a gambling casino? Because the casino way out of it. And plus that he was on a roll. Did you hear about the cow that had to go to the bank because he needed some milk money? Yeah, I was here the last time. It was a good time up here. I try to tell these jokes to my dog and all I get is a head tilt. We had a rough conversation. She was telling me I was barking up the wrong tree. Do you know that there's a guy that went through a car wash and he said, "Hey, I need a wash here." And he says, "Why don't you just wash up?" It was raining outside today. Oh, it was wet and wild out there. I tell you, it was a washout out there. I have a friend that works in a bank, and he says, "Hey Mark, you can bank on this joke." He says, "Do you know how come you can't keep secrets in the bank? Because they have a lot of tellers." Let's see. Okay, I have an army friend, and he said, "Hey Mark, I got hit with mustard gas and pepper spray." I said, "Oh great, now you're a seasoned veteran." I don't know if anybody's afraid of sausages, because that would be the worst. There was a clown that went to the restaurant and he tasted something funny. I was watching Bob Ross this morning, and he's the guy that always says, "Oh, we're gonna paint happy weeds and we're gonna paint happy trees." And I was thinking to myself, happy trees, I wonder what they're smiling about. That's my time. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot one joke. I went with my uncle to a car mechanic place, and I tell you what, he got so tired he got exhausted. Thank you very much.
One more time, Funny Man Mark Taylor. Next up, we have Christopher Elliott.
Hey, who's after that?
Kevin Kelly.
Is this? Yeah, that's very cool.
Good position and
Yes, sir. Hi, I'm Chris Ellard, or Elliot, whatever you like.
Ellard? I'm sorry.
No problem. It's actually my first time performing here. I'm gonna do a couple poems for you. This first one is called 4-Letter Words. Love, a 4-letter word. For educational purposes, I have compiled a list of other 4-letter words. Hate, as in I hate you. I hate my life without you. I hate myself. The antonym of love, but I find only by a very thin margin. Pain, as in this pain is so intolerably agonizing that it bears down on my chest like a vice, choking the very breath from my haggard lungs. Also a synonym for love. Numb, as in desensitized or deadened, the only avenue afforded to you in the face of pain or love. Wash, as in I no longer possess the energy to wash myself. See also feed, work, and care. Kick, as in kicked out, kicked over, kicked to the curb, and it feels like my chest has been kicked in. Speaking of which, feel. I don't do much of that these days. See also numb. Quit, as in you quit on me and I quit on the world. Fail. The only thing I seem to do with any real degree of consistency. Also real, as in this isn't, this can't be. Dear God, don't let this be. Ring, a small metallic band worn as a token of engagement, the only piece of me that you kept. Fuck, as in fuck. Dark, as in lights out, curtains drawn, and suffer in. Gaze, as in yesterday, all I did was lie in bed and gaze at the crack in my ceiling. See also dark. Jerk, to yank or pull, a quick sudden movement. Dick, what I jerk as a distraction, as a brief fleeting respite from loneliness. See also numb. Liar, as in she was, I am, we all are. Dead, as in this relationship is, my dreams are, and I wish I was. Kiss, a broken promise, a lie without words, an unforgivable slight. See also pain. Rain, a meteorological event characterized by water falling from the sky with the pesky habit of sounding just like your voice. Tear, to pull apart with force like my life or my heart. Also its heteronym, tear, a clear drop of saline produced by the lacrimal gland, something I am no longer capable of producing. Hole, a hollow space in a solid object or surface. Door, what I put a hole in the day you left. Fist, what I used to put said hole into said door. See also hate and pain. Hope. At one point this word had a meaning, but I no longer remember what it is. Life, a word that I find without you is meaningless. Wish, as in I wish I could make you stay. Stay, the opposite of leave. Left, as in without reason or warning, one day you just up and gone. No longer present. Departed. See also love. Thank you. Whew. All right, I just got one more. This is called Green Blue. It was a hell of a trick, the way she, still standing, walking, and breathing, left her ghost to haunt my halls. It wails constantly like a tornado siren strapped to the back of a Harley, strapped to a semi-truck, strapped to a rocket, strapped to a much larger rocket. My neighbors act as if they hear nothing, but then why can't I sleep? How could I sleep with this din, this cacophony, this clusterfuck of noise? tearing through my synapses like a .22 caliber bullet. Lacking the force to exit my skull, it ricochets around my head, scrambling my thoughts like the channels I had no business watching as a child, until only she remains. Her memory, vibrant and vivid, seared into the back of my eyes, making me chase phantoms, making me reach out to visions, making me love her. The shape of her, the concept of her, the shadow of her. Her who brought me peace when my soul was a thundering tempest. Her whose eyes, heterochromatic, pierced the veil of my sullen aloofness. Her whose hands carried me to this warm, safe place where the sex was sloppy and the kisses sincere. Her whose voice, the antithesis of a siren song, always there to beckon me away from the edge. Her, the physical anomaly, elfin and petite, yet able to sleep across the whole bed. There's so much room in the bed now. I lie there, splayed out in the center, sinking into the sheets like a forgotten mire. Her ghost hangs above me, arms open and inviting, but just out of reach. She's always out of reach. I punch a hole into my headboard, her headboard, our headboard, and from that gaping hollow poured forth all of her worries and secrets and quiet little truths, and they poured out around me, crushing me in their depths, while I struggled to stay afloat. The ship has sailed, and I am left marooned, breathless on the shore. Thanks.
Another round of applause for Christopher Ellard. Alright, people have been showing up. We have a list up here. You should sign up if you plan on performing. And next up, Kevin Kelly.
Is it coming through now?
Kevin Kelly.
Hey, the first song I'm going to do is from a band called The Lovin' Spoonful. And a lot of people think the Beatles were big, but 1965, the #1 best-selling band was The Lovin' Spoonful.
Wow.
John Sebastian and was the main person in that band. He also performed at Woodstock by himself without the band. But this song is called 6 O'Clock. So I'm trying to get a little sound of a church bell here. Tonight, and the dusty light shines down on the did this song by the Beatles. It's called In Your Life. When I hosted here, there wasn't very many people, and I don't know if any of you were here a couple months ago, but if you didn't hear it, I'd like to do it again. I worked out this little piece that has a little piano, what's that, was an 18th century sound, you know, so I don't know how to read, so I'd kind of decipher the top notes and try and throw them in the chord. So this is called In My Life. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, you know, some forever and for better. Some are gone, some remain. All these places have their moments, lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. All these memories lose their meaning when I think of love. There's something new. So I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about it. In my life, I'll love you more. But of all these friends and lovers and people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more. Thank you. This last one I'm going to do is it's from the 60s. Let me see this one. Had to tune down the D string. I'm gonna play it. Lower that E string down to a D, so it's called Lifting Me Higher. Love that lifts me higher.
Charleen Cook.
Yay, Charleen!
Clap.
Whatever direction is convenient. You know, we need to establish a society for the prevention of cruelty to rainbows. I just found one in the grass the other day. I suppose somebody tried to yank it down out of the sky again, and when it fell, they just walked off and left it. That's a terrible thing to do to a fragile creature like a rainbow. Fortunately, I see quite a few abused rainbows, so I have a cart on hand to kind of help things out. I managed to get it loaded onto the cart and drag it up to the nearest hill and keep dragging until I found a good spot with not too many clouds and not too few either. A little tiny bit of rain, and most importantly, I managed to attach some balloons, and finally it went back up in the sky. I don't understand why people keep pulling them down and then either leave them behind or stomp all over them. Isn't it ridiculous? They're supposed to be left in their natural habitat, like everything else that God created. How about we all join together and SRA, Stop Rainbow Abuse? This thing was composed in the last hour or so I hope it was good.
Yeah.
This thing, however, was composed quite a while ago. Some of you will recognize the reference if you're old enough. It's called Ode to Jonathan Livingston Seagull. The sky is gray and smooth like the back of a snowbird. A seagull swoops in a long, flawless curve to meet the water. And I think of you. Where are you tonight, my aerodynamic friend? Practicing formation drills near the shores of the planet with a green sky and a double star for a sun? Is Fletcher with you, whom you met on the day he was outcast, cut off from his kind, with whom you taught to the flock the true meaning, the magical, mystical meaning of flight? Has he come to the limitless sea of that world you called heaven, to learn that heaven, my son, is being perfect? Or perhaps you are eons away in the past with the great gull, learning new things about thought speed and kindness and love. Or perhaps you are here, hovering incognito against the clouds, searching for outcasts with promise, and hoping that I, with my earthbound eyes, will see you. This one's called Ode to the West. Where the bear man rounds on the western wind and the coyote seeks his prey, I rode the dawn with a rampant grace, for I was as wild as they. Yes, I chained myself to an eastern town, but a cougar won't be caged, and I find my joy in the wild west world has grown just as I have aged. Where the antelope in a comely dance go speedy across the draw, I watched dusk come with a gentle step like a velvet padded paw. And I saw rain fall upon prairie grass, giving light to everything. And the wind, a gossipy little mist, in my ear was whispering. I am sick to death of this city life. When I can, I'm going back. Where the dawn comes up with its whip in hand, it gives the whip a crack, for it seems to think that it built the world. What a sight that is to see. Yes, I'm going back to the wild, wild west. It's the only place for me. in just one more, and I know I did this last month, but it's still a good summer poem, so I thought I'd do it again. Old River, people are always wanting you to work for them. Someone is always putting rocks in your center, or dams across your span, or trying to spur you ahead with a mill wheel. They're always trying to turn your course by building sluiceways, or hoping a nice man-made lake will keep your current placid. Old River, people have never understood you. If they would look back, they could see the rocks gone around or worn down and passed over, the dams broken, sometimes violently, the mill wheels crumbling and rusting, unfit to turn water or grind grain. The sluiceways are stagnant and old mud collects in them, forming new banks, and men drown in the undertow of the lake. That is all for this time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
See, like, this is the first one, this is, you know what I mean, like, so that they know. 'Cause we're getting closer to, we got an hour yet, so we should.
Yeah, so. Garrett and Charleen. One more time, sure. One more time for me. One more time for Charleen Cook. Next up we have Garrett. Eric and Charlie. I have a feeling we're going to need 2 mics. 2.
It kind of sounds like my radio.
That was terrible.
Anybody's rode my car knows what I'm talking about.
So they had to fire you a sound man if you did better.
Test, test.
Oh yeah, great. Oh, much better.
He won't be his neighbor, back in the neighborhood, working for the savior. Bow, bow, pulling him out. Bow, bow, pulling him out. Bow, bow, pulling him out. Bow, bow, yeah, yeah. Well, we all stand beneath the living large. Hard to get a job with a felony charge. Works in a hospital, washing dishes. Walks through the fields of lost in the visions. Put 'em out. Savior. All around the world rages on, burn out houses with the front porch gone. His faith is his fountain, his love is his labor. Back in the neighborhood, working for the Savior. Bow, bow, put him out. Bow, bow, put him out. Bow, bow, put him out. Bow, bow, yeah. He got a new mercy, new grace. Street corner preacher with a angry face. He got 2 years off for good behavior. Back in the neighborhood, working for the Savior. Thank you. We're gonna do one more. You guys probably know this song. Well, I don't know. A lot of young faces in here, but this is a Men at Work song. Our spin on it. Heading out in fried out come day on a hippie trail headed for Zombie. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under, where the women glow and men plunder? Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4", full of muscle. I said to the man, do you speak my language? He just smiled to give me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, do you come from a land down under, where the beaters flow and men chunder? Can you hear the thunder? Better run, you better take cover. I'm out in a den in Bombay with a slack jaw, not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from the land of plenty. And he said, do you come from a land down under, where the women glow and men plunder? Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Thank you.
You might have time to do one more.
One more?
Yeah.
One more. I'm good. We'll do,
About 4 people left.
take it? All right, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do this one. Give me a ticket for an airplane. Ain't got time to take no fast train. Long days are gone, now we're coming home. My baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter. And I don't care how much you gotta wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter. Well, she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, I gotta get back to see my baby once more. Anyway, give me a ticket for an airplane. Ain't got time to take no fast train. Long ladies are gone, now I'm coming home. My baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter. And I don't care how much you gotta spend. Gotta get back to my baby again. Long ladies are gone, now I'm coming home. My baby, she wrote me a letter. 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 Thank you. What you guys are doing here is awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
This is awesome that you guys get all these people up here to do this. This is great.
It's fun. Come back.
Box up. Be very proud of that. Next up, we have a bunch of children screaming Alex Chilton by the millions. Ryan Graves.
Yeah. I was told once what you've never had you cannot miss. I asked then why does the word father feel so foreign on my lips? Like a lisp or nervous tick, the word always felt so thick. If you can't miss what you haven't had, explain where our children feel hunger pains. I stand before you as a house in a hurricane, shaken just as badly as I did the day they carried my father away. Now on some Bruce Wayne, being half-orphaned began my descent into the mundane. My family like bats swarming around me, screeching unison, but I could never hear what they were saying. I let the darkness consume me, and soon I became part of my own League of Shadows. Now, my mother was like my Alfred. She played the role of both parents. She tended to my wounds day after day. She kept me fed and healthy, though she was never wealthy. She taught me how to be a man. She tended to my wounds day after day. She kept me safe and somewhat sane. She held me at the funeral. She tended to my wounds day after day after day, and at some point I wondered if she woke up and saw these cuts and scars and bruises every morning and worried that this dark night wouldn't survive another dark night. Unlike my metaphorical millionaire counterpart, my nightly battles were not for justice. I was not throwing blows with villainous foes. I was fighting fires with fire in my mind. Depression was like poison ivy. She did not come on too strong at first. She was gentle in her approach. She seduced me back to my bed where I would stay for weeks at a time, keeping her limbs tangled with mine. And my thoughts were like the Joker. Violent, malicious, chaotic, and vicious. I gave up my face to a doll maker who tried to tell me my work was in vain. There's been a death in the family because the little boy inside of me was slain, not by gunshots and alleyways, but by two hands and a voice that said, shh, just be quiet. Everything is okay. Because some men just want to watch the world burn. I was told once what you've never had you cannot miss. That might explain why I never felt my loss of innocence. I felt my birth was a sin because in his place I should have been. And after facing all of my fears, I realized I won't give in. I took the symbol of my fear and embroidered it onto my chest. Let the world know I would never be afraid of the darkness. Step out of the shadows. Stop being a shadow. Stop haunting the corners of my room. Take off this mask and start making a legacy. Thank you. It's just been my favorite one as of late because I really like Batman. I think he's cool. This is actually a new one. I have not performed this anywhere, so feel special or don't, I guess. I don't have an name for it either, so you have to deal with it being untitled. I'm not allowed to miss anyone I willingly left. I thrive when I'm alone, and right now I'm vigorous. I have eyes for everyone, and I write lines of drugs because I use you like I use this, to hide from the light and the moon like an addict. So please let me wipe my feet off on your cheek before I enter your open mind, which just so happens to be an open wound, which just so happens to be just for me, and I just so happen to forget what happens to you when you figure out that you're being used. The light bulb always comes too late, like I've already burned my escape.
I never asked for this cape to be pinned to my back, but it covers up the fingernail graves, and I like the way that makes me feel, so I let you keep it intact, dressing up my feelings as fact. You slip the black mask over my face, that's when I learned that great minds think alike and bad minds think exactly the same. We used each other in bad taste, and I can't change, you can't change, I can't change, but I can't change your mind, but I can change your clothes, and I can't make things right, but I can get close. I told myself to stick to what I know. The more I learn how much I don't. My desire to create and get higher suppresses my urge to want to die right now, to die right here. I want to bury my pain into something and someone else. I'm always looking for an outlet, a being or a thing to love, a new outlet for my suffering. Chopping up the latest creative drug and I take it to the brain. When I breathe it in, the steam, the trip, the energy that I get is only for one moment. And it's strange using your arm like an 8-ball or using you like a one-night stand. And most people won't understand that my day job is rehab, and I don't want to be sober. I don't want to get to know her. I just want to unknow myself and be reminded about it later. Now, it's always blackest before the dawn, but it's darker with sunglasses on, and I wear them inside because when I create, I'm an insomniac, and everyone thinks I'm on crack. But fuck it, what's the difference? Dependence is dependence. It depends on the way you look at it. An addict is an addict, and I can't live without it. I don't know how to live without it. I don't know how to function. I'm not somewhere that I haven't been, and I'm not good at being home. I'm not good at sitting still, and my soul has ADHD, and I'm most definitely mentally ill, and I don't have a prescription or script that I can fill up for myself, and the street runs for street drugs, and I think the street leads straight to hell, and I'm on a streak of losing, so inevitably time will tell, but I'm tired of telling you that I really don't miss my old self. Or any of those who have abused me. I'm not allowed to. I left them so willingly. Thank you.
Yeah, one more.
Who's up next?
Ryver. Not now, but this way.
And here I am again, at the intersection of pedestrian language and old wives' tales. I swallow gum like 7-year memories. I open umbrellas inside because I can't seem to get away from all of this rain. Now you might think it's weird, but I masturbate with my left hand because I was told back in high school that it feels like someone else is doing it. It gets me wondering about the difference between losing you and finding out that someone else found you. And my sleep, or the lack thereof, is starting to tear me apart. I keep having this dream where you are in an unfamiliar body of water trying to wash my poetry off of your hands. Or the one where something happens in my chest whenever you sit on someone else's bed. I'm tired of wondering if you can tell the difference between the absence of my voice and silence. Tired of feeling like something you misplaced but don't have the heart to look for anymore. Tired of you saying my name like you're trying to bury it. The other day I almost started sobbing at work when a woman asked me about our equipment, and I was explaining how things come apart and almost mentioned your name. It made me think of how you used to say things like, what if I showed up on your doorstep one day? Now I haunt the windows of my house. I don't leave for weeks at a time. I sit on the porch like the dog you didn't shoot behind the shed, the one that refuses to die until you come home again. I told somebody once that you don't even know what my voicemail sounded like. I really wonder if they thought it was because you were so important I would never let it ring that many times before picking up, or if you don't know what it sounds like because you've never called. You can't be the murder weapon and the search party. I'm tired of the seats to the Ferris wheel in my chest being empty, tired of your voice being the one I look for in abandoned places, the one sound I beg to bounce back down vacant hallways. I just seem to stand there in all of that quiet, like someone looking for a mistake on an eviction notice. And since you've been gone, I wonder if, when you pushed yourself away from me, if you used your left hand so it felt like someone else did it. Thank you.
Another time for Ryan.
Yeah.
Next up, I hope you like to laugh because we have Ryver. And Ryver is going to be hosting next month.
Yeah. Cool.
What's up, y'all?
Not too much.
Take
good? Everybody hear me?
Yeah.
You need that higher.
Nah, it's straight, man. But, yeah, how y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
I like that Batman one. I like caught that poison ivy. Shit, I was like, hey.
Poison ivy.
Somebody told me that same shit about the left hand when I was little. And then, yeah, I tried it. I just didn't think that, like, I didn't think that if you kept doing it, it would still feel like someone else is doing it. Because now I only do it with that hand. And, like, I don't like to do it with this hand anymore. Because I hated that feeling when you, like, meet somebody and it's like, nice to meet you. Because, like, it's not nice to meet somebody. That's cool. I wash my hands about every time.
About.
Back to the bricks going on. Y'all catch that earlier?
No.
I caught that shit on the way here. I kind of forgot, but this is a good time of the year. All these nice cars driving by and shit. It's really cool. Makes me really wish like I had a car. Like I'm still riding my bike, still catching the bus. I can't complain because like I get around. I still make moves, still do what I gotta do. But it's like really hard to get bitches on a bike. Like they're not into Schwinn's like they are Mustangs. And I don't know. I stay positive about my situation. I still like it though. Like I even come downtown and ride my bike, still see a lot of pretty women. And I'd be like, hey, what's up, mommy? Let me talk. And we be talking and shit. And then it goes cool right up until the end when I have to leave the conversation. And then I gotta get back on my bike and I'm like, alright, I'll see you later. That shit, it doesn't work. I see it in their face every fucking time and it's horrible. But yep. Still catching the bus. It's not bad. I do it like every day and I realized something about myself. Like I'm not a tourist or anything, so it's like I realize when I go to the bus stop and I get all these funny looks, like, yo, I'm one of these weirdos. Like I get more looks than I used to give, and it's kind of bothering me now. Like, even I was on the bus a while ago, like maybe a week ago, just chilling, minding my business. Lady behind me, she says, Miss, it's my hair. I'm like, what? Like that shit, it's not cool. That'll get a reaction out of me every time. I'm like, what? She said, it's a bug in your hair. Oh, did you get it? Like, please?
Page 5.
Yeah, I don't got much more. Kind of just wrote all that bullshit today because this girl downtown, she was like, I like your comedy, don't give up. And I'm like, alright. And kind of hoping I'd see her tonight. She's like a brown girl with curly hair. And I felt bad just because I left last time she was performing because I had to catch the bitch ass bus. Yeah. Thank you guys. I want to finish by telling this last joke I think I thought of last night. I wanna be rich one day. Like I wanna have a lot of money. I don't know how I'm gonna get it. Like hopefully if I just do my job right, I'll get there or even close to there. I'm trying. And I'd like to get so much money that bitches just want to spend the night at my house, and then they come over just looking for shit to steal, but I don't notice because I'm so rich. Thank you guys. I look forward to hosting next month.
Good job, man. One more time for River. Next up, we have somebody named Tito.
Hi, my name's Tito. I like to play a little bit of blues for you. First time here. Haven't done anything like this. I play on the street, but about
Yeah.
it. Do a little bit of slide here, a couple slow songs, I'll do a fast one.
You know any Stevie Ray Vaughan?
A little bit, but I'll see if I can try to do something like that. Tell me just what you think of me. No, now people, won't you please tell me what you think of me? Best now, but Lord, I'll make you look and see. I love all good people, and all good people might love me. Lord, all good people might love me. Lord, if I see your face, no, I just cannot hesitate. Do a little fast number here, see if I can get something. I like playing guitar, but I want to play one more song. The instrument that I started playing before I played guitar was harmonica. And I haven't played it in a long time. Last time I was probably with Kevin Kelly. Probably last time I played it. I saved it all for tonight because I wanted to come out here, try this out. So let's see how it goes. I'm just going to do a solo here. Not a lot of singing. If something comes up, we'll see what happens.
Well, my name is Daniel Pender, and I will be closing for the 6 of you tonight. Good, because I didn't practice at all, so. First song is a heartbreaker song called All By Myself. No, I don't want to play that. I'll play one that I wrote called Halfway to a Heart Attack. have not practiced at all. So we have an election coming up. So I'm going to play a song called Rabbit Fighter by T-Rex. Fire? I don't know. I find it funny. Any requests? Freebird. I got Freebird for
How
you.
about something we can sing to? Everybody knows a sing-along.
30 years ago.
That was already played.
Hey, do that. I want to hear your version.
I don't remember the lyrics, so.
Oh, man.
Do instrument.
The song is called Rot. No. I don't wanna talk too much, and I just wanna get to you. I don't wanna see you there. I just wanna get you there. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. Not everybody else. I don't need no wedding hall. I just watch your rollerball. Get your friends and what they do. I gotta get inside you. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. Not anybody else. I don't need society to open up my pride to me. I don't need no audience to shoot you with some funny sense. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. Not everybody else. I don't think you understand. What's that dripping from your hand? All the things you thought you knew. You finally met your Waterloo. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. Not anybody else. Woo! Alright, I'm done.